On the opening of G20 in Hamburg, and I understand that you have fully recovered from the jet lag.
Yes, I think so.
And that you call for the countries to support multilateral trade models. And you mentioned the European Union, the Pacific Alliance, and indeed the ASEAN Economic Community as good examples. Now, it is close to your heart, as we all know, because it's so critical to the ongoing prosperity of Singapore. Can you share with us your takeaway of G20 at Hamburg? And are you now more or less confident about global economic prospects?
I don't think the G20 changed the world or changed the countries' positions. Mm-hmm. The countries stated their positions. We worked out a form of words for the communique. On trade, we maintained overall formal terms about multilateralism and cooperation, but added in some caveats that countries can retaliate and take defensive measures. So it's on the one hand and on the other. On climate change, in fact, there was an explicit agreement to disagree. The US had their position recorded in the statement. The other 19 countries had their position recorded in the statement. So I think that we are where we were before. We have not got closer, and I think it's difficult for countries to get closer unless one side or the other makes a basic change in their approach and their philosophy. On trade, frankly, we all used to say the right things, but to some degree or other, we were all sinners. Because there would be some measures of restricting trade, some protectionism, some bending of the rules in order to protect politically important segments of the economy. Many countries do that. But all the countries subscribe to the basic statement that ideally, let's go for multilateral, rules-based, open trade. And I think that is important because even if you don't always live up to the ideal, knowing that that's the ideal you should strive for is the start of making progress. And we've held that position in Hamburg with most of the countries. We hope that over time, even the US will change their approach or will modify their approach and be prepared to see that trade, first of all, is not win-lose, it's win-win. And secondly, that you don't only have to do business one-on-one. I can do business with a table, with a group, with a regional union, with ASEAN, with EU. And then perhaps we'll come back to some convergence, but it will take some time.